to the pretty girl.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Douala, Cameroon. Thank you for clicking on here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please click on that subscribe button before you continue watching. Oh guys, I need your subs. I feel like I don't say it enough here. Maybe that's why some people are not subscribing, because I see that a lot of people watch my videos who are not subscribed to me. Please, I need your subs. So the fact that I don't talk about it here quite often, I do need it. So please, if you are one of those people that have been watching me and you have not yet subscribed, or you are still thinking whether you want to subscribe, my brother, my sister, please subscribe to me, because I need your subs. And by the way, it is free. You're not paying anything, so please just click on that subscribe button and wait for a few seconds. You're going to see that bell. You click on that bell too, because so that each time I make a new video, you're going to be the first to know. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about bride price. I'll be talking about this whole bride price thing, and I think this bride price thing is more of an African thing. I don't know. I know Indians pay groom price. Anyway, I don't know a lot about that, but I feel that this whole bride price thing is more of an African thing. So more Africans will get to understand what I'm trying to say more. So yeah, I'm talking about bride price, and what inspired this video was actually a tweet somebody sent to me, and this tweet was basically saying that there's this guy who gets paid 70k a month. I think it's the guy's in Nigeria. He pays 70,000. He gets paid 70,000 francs every month, and when he went to get married to his fiancée, they levied him 580,000 bill. That is all the rights and the things that he had to buy, and everything had to amount to 580,000. So this guy told his in-laws, like, Mama, Papa, this thing is too much. And they were like, no, if you cannot pay these things, it means that you're not ready for marriage. If you're coming to stand in front of us to tell us that you want to marry our child, you have to be able to supply us with these things, or you have to be able to give us these things. If you cannot give us these things, it simply means that you're not ready for marriage. So this guy had to struggle and pay everything up and marry his wife. So they are now in their house, and then the in-laws now come and they are asking him for monthly allowance. Like, his father and mother-in-law are like, you have to be giving us monthly allowance. And I'm like, okay, that is not all. Now his brother-in-law wants to get married, and they are also asking him to contribute 250,000 for his brother-in-law's wedding. And I'm like, oh my God, like, So I just said we should come and discuss. You guys know this is our open, happy space, so we'll talk about this. You guys can also drop your comments in the comment section and tell me what you think about this whole thing. In fact, let's just continue discussion in the comment section. So this is what I actually think here. This bride price thing, it has been blown so out of proportion. Like, a couple of families use it as a way to get rich. That's what I see it as, because the way they will ask you for certain things, I'm like, does it even make sense? Like, somebody who has come to marry your child, for me it has to be like, it has to be more of significance. But a lot of people forget about the significance, and they're all about the money, what you bring. And sometimes they start measuring the in-law, like, okay, this one brings more, or this one brings everything, it means that this one is a better in-law. As they don't look at you as a person, they look at you according to what you bring. And you see some families, the things that they'll ask you, you just prefer to go home and stay. I know so many couples who have gone, I know many guys who have gone to get married to the girls they are with, but they finally came and sat, because you go, they give you a bill for 2 million francs, as in 2 million francs worth things to buy. Before now you pay a bride price on top, then you start thinking about making a wedding ceremony and all that. So you're just like, so I'm supposed to be holding like 7 million just to get married. So at the end of the day, you see a lot of guys just tell you that, you know what, I'm not ready. I know many guys who have gone, they have given them high bills, and they just come back and impregnate the girl and start living with her. So I also think that this thing that when you want to get married, they start giving you some high lists, is what is causing the increase in rate of camouflage, as in cohabitation. Because when they see the amount of money that you have to pay to be married and to stay with your partner, a lot of people will just be like, you know what, I'm not ready for all this. I'm just going to first of all sit down when I make money. And sometimes it never comes. So yeah, that's just what I think about this whole thing. So I think that first of all, families, we have to learn to be very considerate, and minus the fact that you're giving that person such a high bill, remember that you're giving your daughter away. You want your child to stay with that man forever. There are some men who will pay that money as you ask. Even if you ask 10 million, the man will give it, but when your daughter enters his house, he's going to use all the anger of all that money that he spent on your child. You don't want that for your child. So when we are asking for the bride price, the list and all that, you have to put all that in mind. Like, you don't want any man to go and start mistreating your child, because there are horrible men out there. There are men that are going to pay the money and like, okay, that is what you put wants. You put one money, you put one food, I'll give it to you, and at the end of the day your child is suffering. You don't want that. I know so many fathers too who are like, they don't take bride price for their kids because they're like, I'm not selling my child, I don't want it. Sometimes you see those uncles who come and they'll be the ones to take the money, because those parents are just like, you know what, I don't want any man feeling that he has come and bought my child, so he has rights over my child and just stuff like that. So you want to be very careful when you're doing that thing, because if you don't pay for it, at the end of the day your child is going to pay for it. So you want to be very, very careful when you're leaving all what you need for the bride price and all whatnot. Okay, the next part of this thing is the part of allowance. See, I don't even know what to say. Some of these things, when I'm just like, is this even a dream or what? What are you trying to tell me, that before your child got married you did not have a source of income? You are waiting for, you have been grooming your child to be a source of income, as in you are waiting for your child to get married to somebody that is comfortable or not even comfortable, for that person to start feeding you. I'm not saying I'm against in-laws taking, like son-in-laws taking care of their parents-in-law. No, I'm not saying that. The fact that somebody marries your child does not give you the right to tell them to give you allowance. Like, if that person wants to help you, if he wants to support you, it is at his own discretion. You cannot sit and you're saying that, oh, because you're married to my child, you have to start giving me monthly allowance. Monthly allowance as who? Are you his child? Or who are you? You are just the parent of his wife. If he feels like giving you anything, he's going to give you. If he doesn't feel like giving you anything, he will not give you, and you don't have anything to say about it. I just feel that African parents have a very funny way of thinking. I don't know whether it's from their background or what. Like, I understand back in the day, but these days a lot of parents are working. Like, the moms work, the dads work, so you already have money kept there that you can use to do whatever thing you want to do. You don't need to sit and you're depending on your child's husband to take care of you. It's true, it's beautiful when your child's husband can take care of you, but it is not your right. If he wants to, he will. The same as even for the girl, like, if you want to take care of your in-laws and you can take care of them, you will. If you don't want to, it's okay. This thing is not by force, but I just see it's like, like some parents are just sitting like, oh, I'm waiting for this rich man to come and marry my child so that I can start eating well, I can start living my life. It's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. We should try to have some class. Like, it's different if you're from that, if your parents, if your in-laws are like, you know, really, really broke. They don't have food to eat. There's not any source of living, and you're like that savior. It's okay if they kind of depend on you, like, well, now you're married to our child, please, you can help us. But even at that, it is not, and it can never be a right. If you want to help them, good and fine. If you don't want to help them, it is also cool. Not to even think that this guy does not even have a huge source of income. He's being paid 70K a month. What do you expect? A lot of parents, sometimes I feel like they don't understand. I know a lot of men who would help their in-laws, as in give their in-laws everything because they want a good name out there, and inside their house their wives are suffering. You have to put your kids in consideration, as in if you're asking something from your in-laws and your in-law gives you, are you sure your child is eating? I know so many men that are going to give their in-laws every single thing they want, and when they come back they'll start telling you, I gave your mother money because she was sick, I gave your father money to do this, I gave this person in your house money to do this, so this month money for food is cut short, so this month I cannot give you your pocket allowance, so this month we cannot do this, we cannot do that. So I think that parents, you should put that in mind, like, okay, as he's giving you, also ensure that your child back in his house is doing fine. Because I've seen so many cases where a lot of children have problems with their parents, because they tell their parents like, you can't be taking money from my husband, because each time you take money from my husband, he will not give me food in the house, he will not give me money for food in the house, he doesn't take care of the children. And if I want to talk, he's going to say it's because he took the money, he did not give a stranger, he took the money to help your family. So if you don't want him to give people out there, you should go and talk to your parents. So that is just it. Like, this whole thing, I think that our parents, we parents, I'm also a parent now, I think that parents, we should try to understand that your child getting married is not a new source of income for you. No, your child getting married is not a new source of income for you. You cannot sit how were you feeding before you got married? Like, how? It is the pride of any man to take care of his wife and the wife's family, but at the end of the day, it is not a right for the family to demand that. That is just what I am saying. So yeah, we should try to consider, put a lot of things into consideration. You know very well that young man, before coming to get married to your daughter, you know how he actually struggled to get that money to come and pay the bride price. He has paid, and then now you come and you start asking him for pocket allowance. That is not fair. Not to even talk about, you're now practicing the hugest form of hypocrisy on earth. You want him to support your own child to go and get married to his own wife for 250,000 with 250,000 francs. I think that is so wrong, and it's so low. When you are saying something to somebody's child, don't think that because it's not your child. Like, we have to learn how to be just. If that man came to get married to your child and you told him that if he doesn't have enough money to get married, it simply means that he's not ready for marriage, say that same thing to your child. Tell your son that if you don't have money to do your wedding, it means that you're not ready for wedding. Don't be twisting words like, we do this a lot. We like to twist words and like to, when it comes to you turn the words. When it comes to another person, you turn. No. If you're saying that a man is supposed to be financially stable before getting married, your son wants to get married and he needs help, it means that he's not financially stable, and it means that he's not ready to get married. So it's like ABC. You just tell him you're not ready to get married. Go and sit, work where you have money. You come and go and get married. You don't sit and you're depending on your in-law to come and help your son to get married. That is just fair. That is just you being wicked. And these things happen all the time. You need to see when there are things like burials or occasions. You see the amount of money that some people levy on their in-laws. You're just going to be like, sometimes I'm just like, this thing does not make any sense. You see this bride price thing like that. My husband said something to me once that was like, oh yeah, like that made a lot of sense to me. Let's just put it this way. We have modernized this bride price issue a lot. You see, we have modernized this bride price issue a lot. Let's just say back in the day, okay, when a man wanted to get married, for those families, for example, that will tell you that you should bring 2 million, 10 goats, 5 cows, okay? When a poor farmer in the village goes to get married to his wife, because a lot of them like to say it's tradition. When a poor farmer goes to the village to get married to his wife, are they going to give him that same list that you, who is in the city, is giving? Some of them start saying, no, I sent my child to the university, I did this, but at the end they're still trying to say, no, it's tradition. They are following tradition. They cannot go against tradition. So are you trying to say that poor farmer is going to bring 5 cows, 2 goats, 10 bags of salt, 15 bags of rice? Can he afford that? But people in the village get married more than those of us in town. So it just simply means that this thing is not all about like tradition. At the end of the day, most at times it's about the family somebody is going to get married to, going to enter in. So when you go to that greedy family, they are just like, okay, this is the time that we're going to use to get back all the money that we've ever spent on our child, and it makes no sense. It's so dumb. What matters at the end of the day is just the traditional rights. All that extra money, sometimes you're just looking for trouble for your child. Worst of all, if your child is not working, you're just adding that child's trouble, because when she gets married and gets into the house and she wants to say something, the husband will start telling her, I cannot give you money because I spent all of the money on on your bride price. I cannot give you money. You want to say anything? Why are you talking? when their bride price is the highest thing I've ever paid and all that. You don't want that. You have to understand that your child getting married is the start of life. It's not the end of life. It's the beginning of a new life for them, and they're trying to build their life and build their own family. So you don't have to start bothering them with all the extra financial responsibilities and all whatnot. It's not easy to build a family. A lot of parents should understand that, because they too have built their family. It's not easy to build a family, to start from scratch with somebody and start building a family. So yes guys, that's just what I think about this whole issue. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I have read some really horrible experiences when it comes to this whole bride price thing. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We're going to talk more there. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.